What if the British colonies managed to get themselves freed 200 years prior to, well, when they historically managed to get their independence, right? That's right, I'm looking at you Americans. We reached the light goal, so as consequence, we're gonna be switching over and we're gonna be playing as our colony, gaining independence from our former overlord and, maybe taking over the rest of our former brother colonies. Before we do switch over, take note our former overlord has one specific colony that's got way too many gold mines here. I don't know how many this is. I'm not really good with mathematics, as you probably noticed in my recent videos.
I got you, homie.
I definitely feel like this is the oil of EU4, and the nation will be playing as really enjoys oil, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, I'm not gonna nation ruin the British. I am instead just going to send the money that they have right now. It's not much, by the way. I haven't taken any loans or anything, so it's a small buff. Now let's go over to America, and we're gonna click on release one of your colonial subjects, and we're gonna be clicking on some Americans, play as the release subject, and there you go, boys. We are now the Americons. And I just realized that we don't need to gain our independence, because whenever you click that button, you automatically gain your independence. So I guess there wasn't really much of an independence war. But hey, you know what? The British still have influence in the New World, and we need to get all of these lands as well to properly establish ourselves in this area. So let's see how this goes. I think this is going to be a ton of fun, boys. We could, of course, form a few nations here, such as the American nation, Canadian, Floridian, Illinoisian, Louisianian. Okay, that's a lot more options. I was originally just gonna go ahead and form the US, right? But maybe I'm gonna form something else. Apparently, we're really far behind with our tech, though. 3 technologies behind. What the F, man? Okay, we need to, economically, we're absolute dog schnapple as well. 62 total income. That's a step down from the 600 total income we were having as the British. So, yes, we need to work on that, boys. I guess we're gonna need to first off see what our autonomy is like. It is dog schnapple as expected. The lower the autonomy, the more income, the more manpower we get. So, of course, we want to get it as close to 0 as possible. And we seem to be coring stuff. I'm assuming this is the issue why we're behind with our admin, because this nation had been coring prior to us releasing ourselves as them. We got a few areas here that I'm interested in, like for example, family. The colony of the British has the audacity of preventing me from getting a direct border with the Texaco, the juiciest of juices. Let's get claims on both of these lands and get ready for a big fat juicy war against them. Let's see what kind of troops we have. Let's arrange actually our armies. We got 35,000 over there. All right, let's split that army up in 2. And, oh, we can choose between a monarchy or a republic. All right, well, Anthony's going to die regardless. Well, you know what, Anthony? How are you? You're 411. You schnackle doogle doo. You don't deserve to be anything in you. Arthur Albermain. No, we need the admin. Let's go for Charles Hood. All right, we are a republic in true American fashion. That means we can choose a constitutional republic as our first reform, or American republic for that matter. Now, I know what you're thinking. American Republic sounds like such a great thing, but no, we're going for an actual constitution here. Not a 2-party system that pretends that it's not a 1-party system. All right, let's also make ourselves a kingdom rank. That means a grand republic, to be more accurate. Let's make Great Britain our former overlord as an enemy. And let's check our very first diet. Culture conversion cost, missionaries. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the missionaries because we have half of our country here that essentially requires conversion. I know we have 100% religious unity, right? Because, well, we have these national ideas that allow us to not get any penalties from heathens and heretics because we are a colony. But still, boys, this is, you know, we want to make sure everybody is American at one point in this campaign. Speaking of, we have only a few American provinces in our country as it is, so we are gonna have to convert a ton of these bad boys or make them accepted cultures. Let's see which one we go for, I guess. Let's also build up a few buildings since we got that 1,700 from the British. I also don't have the +1 mana from the clergy, so let's give that out. Simulation chance, sure, we can go for that as well. Tolerance of the true faith and missionary strength, obviously. And religious diplomates, plus the Holy Trinity, the brand new estate privileges that everybody loves. Wait, what? We automatically become one of the great powers just as we got released? What is our rank here? We're 3rd in the world after the British and the Ottomans. Holy mother. Yeah, okay, we do have a tiny bit of development, don't we, boys? Yep. This is as consequence of the British mission tree, which allows you whenever you get your colonies to get a lot of development. That's why places like this one have 20 freaking development compared to what is the default when you start colonizing it, like 6 or something. All right, let's attack Picot also since we don't want them around here, and let's merge up these troops in the south too. This is when we're gonna get ready for the war against the family. All right, we can also upgrade the White House, which eventually is going to give re-election cost reduction, reform progress growth, and state governing cost. So that is an amazing expansion monument. I wonder why they give this nation an expansion monument if they're just an innocent republic, right, guys? We're also going to be upgrading all of our trade ships. We only have 24 trade ships, which is insanely low, so we need to get more trade ships. Our main trade node right now, of course, is in the Chesapeake Bay, and we're collecting from there, but we still have a ton that gets filtered out by the British over into the English Channel. So we got to get more trade power in our main node. We also want to be transferring stuff over to the north. It's a little bit safer for us because we got more of trade power in Ohio than the British have. They only have 12%, with Canada having it as well 11%. So we can transfer most of that over back into the Chesapeake Bay, I guess. We also have surprisingly high amount of corruption. 4 corruption, or 3.29. That is quite a lot. So we're gonna have to get rid of that corruption. And where my colonists at now? Let's see. We got one in Florida and the other one in the northern bits. All right, I guess we're gonna try and get some of these parts in the north before the Canadians do, because I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference because we're gonna be attacking them anyway. Declaration of American Independence, boys. The event American Independence happens and we get 50 admin and 50 diplo power. Does that mean we're a real person now? Is that what that means? Does it mean we actually exist now, guys? Wait, everybody's getting pissed because I'm annexing these guys? Why? Oh, does the US actually have a lot of aggressive expansion because they've essentially been slowly but surely wiping out all of the natives here? I don't get why they're angry at us, man. It's just the natural way of things. Come on, boys. It's don't hate the game, hate the player, right? That's what they say, I think. Oh, we got good relations with these guys. That means we would take one stab hit, so we're gonna have to insult them before we attack them. You could say that we're adding insult to injury. I'm so ready to be a dad, I swear. All right, let's go. Let's go, boys. Where's their where are their capital at? I think it's in New Orleans, isn't it? New Orleans? Why are they called New Orleans if this is a British colony? That's the real question here, boys. Should have been something more British, if you ask me. Now, I could go for exploration ideas, but I don't want to. I'm gonna go for trade ideas because I need to fix my trade situation. Most of my money is gonna eventually come from trade, and stopping the British advance trade-wise into our lands is absolutely vital. We got 65 here. We can probably go up to 80% if we really push this a little bit, but we also want to take out some of the other British colonies whilst we can, especially eyeing up these juicy gold mines in Texaco. I mean, these are just absolutely delicious, boys. And I know what some of you thinking, why don't you just play as Texaco from the start? I feel like that would have been a little bit too powerful if you ask me. Having all that gold is not as juicy as getting all that gold with your bare hands, you know? I also love the fact that I hate this event. No, but I love the fact that shit, did I just click? No, that's bad. I'm gonna get a dictatorship, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, I should have clicked the other one. So I was gonna say that I adore the fact that the colonial overlord does not join in to colonial wars. So essentially what happens is that I can wipe out all of these colonial nations without them even giving a schnapps. I mean, without the British giving a schnapps, to be more precise. And that's the army of family gone over on a family trip, I guess. We are getting a ton of rebels though, especially native rebels. So we're gonna need to chill also for a little little bit here. Oh man, I'm losing one stab. It is what it is, sadly. It is what it is. I need to get my Republican tradition up. The sooner the better. And I'm too lazy to alt F4 because of that mistake I made a while back. Come here, you scummy natives. How dare you try and take your land back from me? I took this fair and square. I won the battle. You win your own battles, then you can have some land, okay? That's just how it works in this world. Good thing that we also built some fortifications here back when we were a colony. It's gonna make it a lot harder for rebels to just completely raffle stomp over the entire land. Now watch this fall at 7% right here. I'm gonna be super mad if it does. I would have probably just rage quitted this campaign if it did. Like, honestly, I'm having more issues with rebels than I'm having issues with the enemies right now. I'm just gonna peace out these guys because I have to handle these rebels and I need to stabilize the country. I feel like I might have attacked a little bit sooner than I should have. It's a lot of aggressive expansion. Don't care though. I really don't. I actually genuinely don't give a schnaps. How is it that I'm able to take so much of their land? Almost fully annex them. Like, they can keep one province and I would be fine. That would be 101 overextension though, so that's no bueno. And coalition would be the same natives that I don't give a schnaps. So let's just take something that we're cool with. Like this bitch. Like this bit here. This bit would be fine if you ask me. Yep. Let's get some money as well. 425 ducats. Trade power. Oh, in that case, we cannot take the trade power. Let's just get war reps. There you go, that's fine. 60%, 9992 coalition Zenatives that I do not give a schnipple about. And we actually became a great republic, which is the empire rank for republics, and just shows how great we are, really. One thing I definitely miss about, not being the British is the speed at which they colonize with. We're only getting 55 settlers and 15% settler chance, so that's really low. Let me see if I can find any British colony being enacted right now. Look at this. 146 per year, and that's less than normal because of the tropical. Otherwise it would be 156, and 41% settler chance, and this colony is almost finished, so that's minus 7% from the colony level. That is just ridiculous. They basically have 50% settler chance and 160 settlers. That is freaking insane, guys. The speed at which the British can colonize is far above any other colonial nation if you go full colonial, and that's due to the new flavor that they had added in the Domination DLC. Speaking of, once we get those 5,000 likes, I will be releasing the parallel British run. So we're gonna stay as the British in the other run, not go full on American. I've deleted also most of my ships because I don't need them. I'm instead going to build a flagship, give it a proper American name here too, and we're gonna add the trade power per ship and fleet since we need to compete against the British. They have the same basically traits for their flagships since, I built those flagships also, and privateering is going to be especially of great use to us since we're going to be privateering our former colonial overlord. Let's also go up to max naval force limit. I'm going to take a couple of loans here because I need to get up to 80 ships really. Can only have 600 ducat loans. That is not amazing, not gonna lie. That is genuinely not that good. We're gonna have to improve our loan situation and our economy a lot if we are to defeat the British. Oh dude, come on. I had a suspicion that this would happen, so we got a presidential dictatorship enacted because we had very low republican tradition. Oh boy, this is no bueno. Oh no. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Devotion to the people by our dictator apparently, or consolidation of power. Who are we kidding here, boys? We're very devoted to our people, clearly. Speaking of devotion, it's also time to devote ourselves to getting the proper American borders, which is all of North America, obviously. Seems like family has the same idea since they started conquering Wichita, but Texaco is surprisingly not yet destroying Chichimeca or the Zuni Federation for that matter, so not sure what to say about that. That's just weird if you ask me. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Charlie from the block. I mean Hood. That's the new national anthem from now on. If you're American and you don't sing this, you're going to jail for 9 years. That's just the law. I made it up. Hashtag not a dictator. Oh, kickstart the fur trade. For the next 10 years, we get local goods produced in our fur provinces by 0.2 and price of fur changes. Ooh, my lord, we're gonna get filthy rich, aren't we? Mercantilism approach is gonna be good for us because it's gonna give us domestic trade power and merchant trade power, and we obviously need to increase our domestic trade power, as I probably mentioned a few times in this run already. The British also stepped up their game when it comes to trade power in here, so we gotta counteract it even better now. An emperor has been crowned. What? Oh, I swear, guys, I didn't want to be a monarchy. I swear I wanted to be a republic. This is not good. This is really not good. Okay. Elective monarchy, autocracy, or feudal nobility. Let's go for autocracy. Why not? Let's go for autocracy. I'm also going to go for amphibious specialization, so we get a few marines. If not for the marines, I don't know what else the Americans are known for. Except, of course, spreading freedom and joy to the world. This message was totally not sponsored by the FBI. Totally not, guys. So now that we have a king, let's get a royal marriage with somebody that we'd like to be friends later. Say the Spaniards, the Portuguese, anybody that might contest the British. Really? Nobody actually wants to royal marry me? Bro, distance between borders, too many diplo relations. You're willing to ally me, Bohemia. How is that not too many diplo relations? All right, let's get the alliance with the Bohemians. Maybe that's going to change their mind. Apparently, no. Still 86-105. Come on. Nobody wants to marry us. Like, actually, nobody wants to marry us. Why? Oh, Great Britain wants to marry us, of course. Our own beautiful rival. Wait, what? Ruler of our culture, ruler of our religion. What? You're my rival, Britain. Get yourself together, okay? That's not what's going on here, bro. Get yourself together, please. We're never gonna be friends, Britain. We're never gonna be friends, okay? Just saying. I've set up two main army groups, and one of them's gonna be quelling rebellions in the north. The other one's gonna be quelling rebellions in the south. And this is likely not going to lead to a division between north and south in the future for our nation. Clearly not. That's not how anything goes, really. If anything, this will actually strengthen the relationship between the south and the north. For as you guys know, in history too, there's never been a moment when the south and the north were at odds, right? Right, guys? I know what some of you thinking now. What the F is Ludi doing, boys? Is he gone completely bat schnitzel crazy? And the answer is probably, but no, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm actually doing this because I want to get out of a really horrible disaster that's about to trigger. And if I do this, it's likely going to cancel the disaster. That's right, it did cancel it because we got 50% manpower. We were so close to getting the Peasants' War. The Peasants' War is absolutely dreadful. Now, I will get this manpower back up, don't worry, because I'm going to develop my country afterwards. But having gotten rid of that disaster is truly worth it. We need to focus on expansion and getting the gold mines in Texaco instead of having to fight the rebels for the next 20 years, you know? Well, in just like, what, 10 years since we gained independence, we doubled our actual income, so I'd say we're definitely on the right track here, boys. Although, holy shit, most of that is from taxation. With representation, of course, not without representation. There's a big difference there, boys. No, but seriously, though, we're gonna invent the system, and we're gonna make sure that there's no actual representation. That's what's going on here. I'm giving you the illusion you get representation, and I'm gonna tax the shit out of you, even if you live outside the country. It's just how it goes, boys. Once more, we gotta scornfully insult this time these guys, because they really love us. They had 156 relations. Hot damn, even my mama don't love me so much. Texaco, what have I done to deserve such love, brother? Don't know what, but I'm taking it back because I'm in need of those gold mines. Gold is what makes the world go round in this game, at least in the early bit, and I want some of it. Give it right here, right now, you hear me? It's also kind of funny that we're actually still Catholic. I didn't go Anglican, I didn't force Anglicanism on my colonies, and I'm actually okay with that since, you know what? Catholicism is not so bad, boys. It's really not so bad in this game. Oh, they're doing the flanking maneuver. Yeah, let's scorch earth, make sure we manage to get that battle, and let's push everybody in here. We gotta make sure we win that battle as well. We won, barely. We lost a few troops though. They shall forever be remembered, for this will be our Alamo. Except it's not really. Well, actually, where was the Alamo? Wait, no, hold on a second. Wasn't the Alamo around this area? I might be wrong. Now I'm really curious. Where was the Alamo? Let me Google this. Okay, so that was in where on the map? Let's see. That was right over here. This is, if I'm right, everybody has to subscribe. Like right now, you got to subscribe. If I'm wrong, you still have to subscribe. Okay, I wasn't too wrong. Okay, so we said here. We're really close. Okay, you still have to subscribe. Just do it, all right? Come on. Come on, be a homie, bro. Be a homie. We're so close right here, man. Who names their Fort Texas? Six. That's the full name in case you didn't know how to pronounce that. And yes, in case you were wondering, it does mean poop whilst having PP time. Hot damn, Texaco's been merging in here, boys. Yeah, okay, Texaco might be a little bit of an issue considering that they've got a ton of fortification. I might even recruit a third army, I think. Yeah, let's get the Marines in here. You know what? Let's form the famous third American Merino army, which is full of Marines plus like 20,000 extra regular infantry, I guess, and some culverin. This army is famous for having participated in the Battle of Schnappeldup, which totally existed. I didn't just make that up, guys. Come on. I mean, why would I ever make up a name as stupid as that? Who does that, man? You gotta be really mentally challenged to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Help. Help me? Oh, hold on a second. I just realized Texaco's primary culture is also American. Oh, my lord. It's all American. Americans in the Caribbeans, Americans in the North, Americans in the South. Wait, no, that's still English. They didn't switch to American. You South Texan bastards, you're the worst. I do not like you at all. But I probably will conquer you because of Panama. Yeah, so maybe I do like you a little bit, maybe. Wait, we can take this already? Hold up a second, boys. We don't need to continue the war if we can take this huge massive chunk of land here. This is the modern US historical borders of Texas, right? This is the borders of Texas. We're not taking anything extra here, right? That's just all we need to take, boy. 1,400 I can take up to. Oh, this war is continuing. This war is definitely continuing. We have strategic need for that gold to own it. That's the strategic need, to own it. You know, one thing you guys probably don't know is that during this entire freaking recording, I've been humming the song from The Last of the Mohimans. You know that one? Like literally, I've been doing this for the past 2 hours. I feel like I am losing my mind. I don't have clear evidence of it, but it's very likely. I don't actually understand how it's possible for South Texas over here, or sorry, Texaco, to only field 19,000 units when they have an insanely strong economy just from the gold mines alone, right? I mean, their economy literally has been growing whilst we've been at war with them, despite having occupied half of their country. So yeah, it's just you know, it's a little bit weirder, boys. It's just a little bit weird. All right, let's bring our boys back to our newly conquered provinces in Texaco. I mean, Texas. This is Texas, boys. I'm sorry for confusing these lands. It's an honest mistakio. Wait, what? Vinland's over here? What? Okay, Denmark. How did you manage to sneakily get these bits without me even noticing? That's the real question, boys. Okay, time to get the White House to level 2. On the way to level 3. Re-election cost. As if we would ever have elections in this country. Wait, did these guys just break apart from the Zuni Confederation, or what happened here? Isleta, this is new. I did not notice these guys. If they've been around from before, that is weird as schnaps that I didn't even notice them. All right, let's get the claim because we're going to be attacking the Zunis. They said something bad about my mama, so I need to put them in their place. Blackfoot. Where the hell is Blackfoot? One of these guys? I think it's one of these guys, isn't it? It's something in the north. It's these guys in the north. Yeah, I don't care about Blackfoot at all. Oh, there's a new colony as well. British Columbia. The British are really making my life a lot easier, aren't they? Because they're colonizing so much faster, and these provinces are American or English, so it's technically my culture provinces, which I'm totally down for, boys. Long live the British monarchs is what I say in this country. Nice trying to hide in the desert, Zuni, as if I didn't see that massive army just starving over there and not getting any water. Technically, I did you a service by wiping out those troops, because now they're not thirsty anymore, okay? So you're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, I'm not going to take the entirety of this country because I don't really have the admin points to core it up. But not only that, I hope that their neighbors are going to attack them, and then I can make a vassal out of their neighbors. That's my actual hope here. Fingers crossed it happens. Let's see. All right, there you go. It should be okay with me. Because look at that, boys. We're up to 94 overextension. So yes, it is time to Chilius Maximus. And I know I've said that a few times and I haven't done so, but no, seriously, it actually is this time. One of the few moments in which building a great palace is of massive service, since we were really struggling with our legitimacy. We were at 20 something, which is not optimal. Because remember, boys, lower legitimacy gives you unrest, it gives you less tolerance of the true faith, diplorep, and malice, and so on. You want to have as close to 100 legitimacy as possible. Am I a genius or am I a genius? I think I'm a genius because check it out, boys. Zuni Confederation got attacked by its neighbor as expected, and I really hope that they're gonna fully annex them so then I can just vassalize the neighbor after. Wait, what? Friesland's colonized Walastikukikukutu. Wow. What the hell happened to Friesland? And they're occupied by their neighbors. Oh, that means there's a chance that if they fully annex Friesland, that Friesland's gonna change to the New World and be one of the very few old world nations that completely switched over to the new one. Ah, I see what's going on. I think it's it's the religious war. I didn't even realize that it's already 1550s. And let's see what the camps look like. So we got the losing side, apparently the Emperor, against the Ottomans and company here. Ottomans, France, and a few HRE electors against the Bohemians and Austrians. Yeah, I think Protestantism's gonna win the day here. Be a homie, Istria, and fully annex Zuni Confederation. Ooh. Brother, even in the New World, I get freaking 71% sieges. I thought this was just an old world problem. I guess it might be just a Ludi problem now. 85%. I mean... You too, EU4. Brother, I've had like 3 wars whilst these guys were at war with the Zunis and they still haven't pieced them out. I mean, what the F is going on here, bro? You got 74%. Did they miss like one province? They do. Okay, so this province is not occupied by them and I'm guessing they cannot get the military access and that's why they don't have 100% and they probably want 100% to actually full annex this, don't they? I cannot really help them with that though because this is Texico land. It's not my provinces, sadly. It is the dawn of the 17th century with 1601 around the corner, and we finally managed to get actual US borders with the small exception here. Not sure how this happened, but Norway managed to get Wakapekatu and this bit here. That's just weird in my opinion. They also managed to get a pretty sizable colony here, and the most surprising of things, and likely the worst nightmare of the British, is that the French got the majority of Mexico. I didn't pay attention to the south, so I don't know exactly what the F happened here, but something definitely happened. We also managed to get one province in Cuba that I kind of role-played getting Guantanamo Bay, the actual one, but truth be told, I don't really know where it is, so I just got a random province. Hey, don't judge me, okay? This whole country's called Guantanamo Bay. It's not my fault. But the la creme de la creme is the fact that we've moved our capital to the fabled city of Ayuya. And the reason for that is because, boys, we're not forming the United States. No, we're not going that route. We're going the better route. Check out how many nations we could potentially form, by the way. That's a lot of them. But only 4 of them actually have insane ideas. One of them is the Alaskans, and I haven't even reached that bit. The other one, Vermont, of course, the US, and last but not least, Texas. We're gonna be forming Texas, guys. It's a time to do the clickiest. Boom shakalokos, and we're gonna get the new traditions and ambitions. And speaking of, I also just got my policies. I kind of forgot to get the policies. Been a while. I actually forgot to get the policies like 15 years ago. But hey, okay, whatever, alright? That's not the point. We're also really far behind with our tech because I needed that admin to core a lot because I didn't really do any vassals. But hey, boys, look at these ideas here. Minus 10% fire damage received, and heathens and heretics do not give any penalties. Morale of armies plus 15%. Fire damage plus 10%. Goods produced plus 10. Dev cost reduction minus 10. Stab cost modifier. Army tradition decay 1% reduction. And movement speed plus 15 with attrition. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that Texas has the strongest national ideas in the New World, and I personally think that they have the strongest national ideas overall in the game as a formable nation that has an awesome map color too. So there's that, right? Now, I know what you're also thinking. Ludi, Texas? That's not Texas borders in the south. That's Mexican half of that. No, you're wrong. You be quiet now. Take note, we cannot form the American nation anymore, so no USA for us. That also means that we cannot actually make use of the monument in Maryland, which is why we're going to properly rename this to Cuckland, because we're getting cucked by not being able to use the monument, so it is what it is. Screw you, Cuckland. I don't like you either, okay? Now, I had a lot of fun with this run, but I really want to go down the mission tree for the British, because unfortunately, Texas does not have its own mission tree. Not even a couple of missions, nothing of the sort, so it's kind of poo-poo in my opinion that it doesn't have any of that. If you enjoyed this run, you know what you need to do, and until the next time, check out this awesome France run. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support. If anybody else would like to also support me, you will find the links in the description.